The evaluation does not start when you ask the first question.
That's right, Travis. It starts the moment you send that first email. How they respond tells you everything.
Every touch point before the interview is a data point. Most hiring managers are not collecting it.
We call these the hidden filters, three behavioral signals that tell you more about a candidate than any interview answer ever will.
The first is the urgency test. When you send the initial outreach, how long does it take for them to respond? When you share a scheduling link, do they book it at the soonest available time or do they push it out a week?
This is not about being fast, it's about priority. If this role matters to them, they will make space for it.
A slow start in the process almost always means a slow rep in the role. If they're not hungry to get in the door, they're not going to be hungry to chase a deal.
The second filter is what we call the commitment test. At the end of the first screen, we ask one question: when can you get the profile homework back to us?
We do not set the deadline, they do.
That is the whole point. You're testing two things at once. Do they set a clear commitment and do they honor it?
Think about what that previews. A rep who cannot complete a simple task on a self imposed deadline during hiring is showing you exactly how they're going to manage their pipeline, follow through on deals, and CRM hygiene.
Travis, I have seen candidates send the profile back 2 days late with no explanation, nothing. And that is not a small thing. That is a pattern.
And the third filter is what we call the how you do anything test. When they send back the profile, what does the work actually look like?
Is the email one line or three sentences? Is the profile rush or does it show real effort? Did they use AI as a tool or as a crutch? And if they did use AI, did they refine it into their own voice or just do a copy and paste?
The details in that document tell you how they will treat your clients, your prospects, your pipeline.
Yeah, we had a candidate last year, super strong resume, great first call, sent the profile back in 45 minutes, tons of typos in the first paragraph, and a section that was clearly unedited with AI output.
We passed, not because of the AI, but because of the lack of care in the work. That tells you everything about how somebody's going to show up when nobody's grading them.
Yeah, here is what these three filters do together. Urgency tells you about hunger, commitment tells you about accountability, detail tells you about standards.
The resume tells you about their past. The interview tells you their story. The hidden filters tell you their habits, and habits are what you're actually hiring for.
That's right, Travis. And so, before your next interview, set up all three filters deliberately. Watch the response time, ask the commitment question at the end of the screen, evaluate the quality of what comes back.
You will know more about the candidate before the interview than most leaders learn in the first 3 rounds of interviews.
Stop guessing, start collecting evidence.